Hello everyone, good morning. This is Miss Neha here, and today is 16th of April 2020, and today we will continue with our next lesson 6, use attributes to define three-dimensional shapes. Page numbers are 777 till 780, and our homework pages are 781 till 782. So let's begin. So now before I begin with my lesson today, let's see how we can wash our hands and stay clean.
It's fun to wash your hands, and I know you understand. So we washy, clean, scrub. We start with washing palm to palm. Between each finger, let us rub. Now the back of the hands is such a simple plan. We washy, clean, scrub. Clean the base of the thumb one by one. Then the back of the fingers, this is fun. Don't forget your fingernails, it's about details. We washy, clean, scrub. Now move on to the wrist, let us rub. I think we're nearly done, so now what? Just rinse the soap away, dry your hands and we're okay. We washy, clean, scrub. So we washy, clean, scrub. We washy, clean, scrub. It's fun to wash your hands, and I know you understand. We washy, clean, scrub.
So everyone, now you know how we can wash our hands, and kids, stay clean and keep your surrounding clean. So what are our vocabulary words that we're going to learn here in this lesson? 3D shapes, flat surfaces, edges and faces, and rectangular prism. These are our vocabulary words that we are going to learn in this lesson. Okay, we have 3D shapes, flat surface, edges and faces, rectangular prism. Now, let's take a review on what we learned in lesson 5. We learned about the 2D shapes, all right? You remember we learned all the 2D shapes. Can you quickly tell me the names of all the shapes here? The first one, which shape is this? Good job. It's a circle. Number 2, what shape is this? Bravo, rectangle. What shape is this? Trapezoid. Excellent. Number 4, which shape is this? Excellent, square. Number 5. Come on, kids, tell me, which shape is this? Well done. Triangle. Which shape is this? Very good. Hexagon. Which shape is this? The last one. Rhombus. A rhombus. Okay. So now we know all the 2D shapes. You can draw 2D shapes. You can cut 2D shapes. So in this lesson, we will learn about 3D shapes. So let's watch the video.
How do you define three-dimensional shapes? Let's find out. Three-dimensional or 3D shapes can be grouped in different ways. What is the name of this shape? It is a sphere. This shape is a rectangle. or 3D shape? Let's find out. Three-dimensional or 3D shapes can be grouped in different ways. What is the name of this shape? It is a sphere. This shape is a rectangular prism. This is a cylinder. This is a cube. And this is a cone. How is a cylinder different from a cone? A cylinder has two flat surfaces. A cone has only one. What is the shape of the flat surface on a cylinder or a cone?
Select your answer.
Okay, kids, now tell me what is the shape of the flat surface on the cylinder? You can see here on the bottom. You can see here, this one. Which shape is this? We'll learn this in 2D shape. Is it a circle or rectangle? If you select circle, then excellent.
How do you define three-dimensional shapes? Let's find out. Three-dimensional or 3D shapes can be grouped in different ways. What is the name of this shape? It is a sphere. This shape is a rectangular prism. This is a cylinder. This is a cube. And this is a cone. How is a cylinder different from a cone? A cylinder has two flat surfaces. A cone has only one. What is the shape of the flat surface on a cylinder or a cone?
Select your answer.
So what is the shape of the flat surface? Circle. Excellent.
The flat surface of each of these shapes is a circle. These shapes have edges and vertices. Their flat surfaces are called faces. How are the faces of a rectangular prism different from the flat surfaces of a cylinder? A rectangular prism's faces are rectangles. A cylinder's flat surfaces are circles. The faces of a cube and a rectangular prism are all rectangles. A cube is a special rectangular prism that has squares for all of its faces.
Remember, a square is a rectangle too.
How is a sphere different from all of the other 3D shapes? A sphere is a 3D shape that has no flat surfaces, no edges, and no vertices. Now you know some ways to define 3D shapes.
Okay, so now you know what are we going to learn in this lesson. Now I will explain you in detail about the 3D shapes. Now here, as you can see, this is a cone. This is a cube. This is a sphere, a cylinder, a rectangular prism, and a pyramid. A pyramid is also a 3D shape. Okay, so we are going to learn about all these 3D shapes today in this lesson. And we will learn how many vertices they have, how many flat surfaces they have, how many edges do they have. So let's start. Now, as you can see here, this is a pyramid. Okay? Now, you know the corners. We learned in our previous lesson that the corners are the vertices. Here, the one corner is vertex, but if it's more than one, they are vertices, all right? Now, a face, this is a flat face. As you can see, the flat surface over here. And the edges are this one, the border lines, the straight lines. Okay, this is also we learned in 2D shape. The lines, all right, the straight lines, the edges over here are the straight lines. Now, let's take this one. This is a cube over here, right? Now, this one over here, these are the vertices, the corners. The edges are the lines over here. Now, you have to count all the lines. Now, because this is a cube, you see how many lines are there? These are the edges. And this one, the flat, these are the faces. Top, bottom, side, front, back. Now, in this one, a sphere does not have a flat surface. It has a curved surface. It is round. It's not like a cube or a rectangle, prism, or pyramid. You see the difference over here? Look at this picture. This is a flat surface. And this one is a curved surface. Now, let's go in detail for each shape. And let's match them with a real life object, okay? Now, we know that this is a cone, right? Now, can you think of something that is similar to a cone? What comes in your mind when you see this picture? Can you imagine what are the things that looks like a cone? Now, what is this? Excellent. It's an ice cream cone. You see, this is the cone. You can have a party hat or so many other things that looks like a cone. Now, in a cone, what we need to learn is how many vertex a cone. A cone has one vertex. Okay, can you see any vertex here? Any vertices? No, only one vertex. How many flat surface? Only one flat surface. Does a cone have any edges? A cone is round, right? As you can see in this picture, the ice cream cone. It is round. Do you think it has any straight lines? Any edges? No. Zero edges. Okay? So it has, look at this picture, one vertex, one flat surface, and zero edges. Okay, do you understand? Now, let's move to a sphere. Now, a sphere, what do you think, what comes in your mind when you look at this shape? When you look at a sphere? There are so many things around you in your house or something that you play with. How about a football? Yes, a football or a basketball, a baseball, or something which is round, a tennis ball, marbles. There's so many things that are completely round. They are the shape of sphere. Now, can you see any vertex over here? No. A sphere is the shape. It has zero vertex. Any flat surfaces? Any straight surface? Can you keep a ball which is flat? No. Zero flat surfaces. And can you find any edges over here? Any straight lines? No. Zero edges. So keep this in your mind. Sphere is the only shape that has zero vertex, zero flat surface, and zero edges. Now, here we have a cylinder. Now, can you think of any object that looks like a cylinder? Yes, there are many things that looks like cylinder in your house. You can find a trash can, a box of chocolate, or a can. Yes, a soft drink can. It looks like a cylinder. Now, a cylinder can you see any corners over here? No. So, zero vertex, no corners. Zero vertex. Now, how many flat surface does it have over here? How many flat surface it has? It has on the top 1 and in the bottom 2. It has 2 flat surfaces. Any edges over here? Any straight lines? No. Zero edges. Okay. Do you understand about the cylinder? What looks like cylinder? Now, next we have a cube. Now, what thing around you looks like a cube? There are many things around you, right? Like an ice. Or can you think of any other thing that looks like a cube? The blocks, the cubes that we were using for measurement, right? Or how about this puzzle cube? It's shape of a cube, right? Now, how many vertex are there? I can see many corners over here, right? Now let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this is the back, as we cannot see it here, so I will draw for you here. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A cube has 8 vertices. How many flat surface? Let me change the color here. So here, as you can see, the top 1, 2, top and bottom 1, 2, the sides 3, 4, and then top, bottom, sides, back and front 5, and the front is 6. So 6 flat surface. 6 flat surfaces. And how many edges do we have here? Now we have to count the lines over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 edges. Okay, do you understand? A cube has 6 flat surfaces, 8 vertices, and 12 edges. Next, we have a rectangular prism. Now, what looks like a rectangular prism around you? What comes in your mind when you look at this picture? Let me just draw the back for you, the lines you can. Come on, kids, tell me what looks like a rectangular prism. There are many things that looks like a rectangular prism. The one thing you have right now is in front of you. What is it? It's on the table. What can you see? Excellent. A book. A book looks like a rectangular prism. Or you can take something like a tissue box. It looks like a rectangular prism. So now, in rectangular prism, how many vertices do we have? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 vertices. How many flat surfaces? Let's count. 1, top and bottom 2, 3, 4, the sides, the front 5, and 6, the back. So 6 flat surfaces. And how many edges? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. How many edges? 12 edges. You can see the book. And now you can take the book and you can count how many edges and how many flat surfaces and how many vertices a rectangular prism has. Now, a pyramid. Now, what looks like a pyramid? The pyramids in Egypt, right? You might have seen this in pictures. A pyramid is also a 3D shape. Now, how many vertices are there in pyramid? Let's count and write. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 we have in the back. 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 vertices. How many flat surfaces? Count. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the bottom 5. 5 flat surface. And how many edges do we have? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 edges. You see the edges over here? This one. 1, 2, 3, 4 is at the back, and then we have 5, and then 6, and then 7, and then 8. Okay? So these are all 3D shapes, and these are the attributes of 3D shapes. Now let's begin with our book, page number 777. I think now you can easily solve this. Let's read here. Can you find objects in the classroom that are shaped like the objects below? Write the name of each object you find. Now, this is just what we did now. Any object around you, now you are at your home. So you have to write something that resembles this object. So for cube, we took an example. It looks like, what looks like a cube? You can write a puzzle cube, or puzzle cube. And what else does a cube looks like? A cube that you use an ice. Sphere. What looks like a sphere? Ball, right? You can write any ball you want to write. So I'll write here a football. A cone. You can write a hat or an ice cream cone. Rectangular prism. Something that looks like a rectangular prism. We took an example of book or a tissue box. Right? Anything you can write here. A cylinder. What looks like a cylinder? A can or a trash can. Okay? Next page. 778. Now here you have to write how many faces or flat surfaces and vertices each 3D shape has. Okay? So this is what we just learned, right? As you can see here, this is a rectangular prism. Rectangular prism has 6 flat surfaces, 8 vertices, and 12 edges. A cone, how many flat surfaces? Only 1 flat surface. How many vertices? There is no vertex there. There is only 1 vertex over here. Any edges over here? No, 0 edges. Next page. Now, the number 3. What shape is this? Come on, kids, tell me. The football, it's a sphere. Excellent. No, sphere. Any face? Any flat surface? No, 0. Any vertex? 0. Any number of edges? No, 0. So now, number 4, 5, and 6, you will do it. You know, this is a cube, and you have to write the number of faces, vertices, and edges. Now, question number 6. Lily has an object that looks like a 3D shape. The object has 2 flat surfaces and 0 vertices. Draw an object that Lily could have. Now, which 3D shape has only 2 flat surfaces and 0 vertices? You know the shape, you can draw it. Now, the last page, solve each problem below. I will help you solve question number 7, and I want the rest to do by yourself. This shape is a cone. Which shape below is also a cone? How do you know? Now, I have a cone over here. Now, which among this is like the cone over here? The red one or the green one? Of course, the red one. Why? How do you know the red one is same like this shape? Because you can write here, it has 1 vertex, 1 flat surface, and 0 edges. Okay? Question number 8. Nikki and Ben each buy one item from the store. Nikki items has 4 more edges than vertices. Ben item has same number of flat surfaces and edges. Draw a circle around Nikki's item and draw a box around the Ben's item. So now you have to tell which one is the Nikki's and which one is for the Ben. Question number 9. Draw and label a 3D shape, then write a sentence describing your 3D shape. You can draw any 3D shape over here, and then you can describe how many vertices, how many flat surfaces, how many edges, okay? Question number 10. I have 6 faces. I have 8 vertices. Which 3D shape could I be? Now, which shape among this has 6 faces and 8 vertices? Hope you can do this. Thank you very much. Stay safe, all of you. Stay clean. See you tomorrow. See you on Sunday. Till then, take care. Take care of yourself and take care of your family. Bye-bye. Take care.